welcome to my YouTube channel. This is BNSF6951, a Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. This is a model railroad channel, so if you enjoy watching scratch builds, layout updates, and rail fatting, and lots of other stuff that pertains to model railroading, this is the channel for you. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that bell. That'll give you a notification of anytime I do a video or live stream. Anyhow, I'm going to ask you guys to do one more thing, and that is to give me the thumbs up. That will help my analytics with YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the video, so let's get going. First, a word from my sponsors. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technology has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees. I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Well, hello everybody and welcome to Friday Night with the Cuz. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I just aged another year yesterday, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes that all you guys have given me, both YouTube and on Facebook. I appreciate it and thank you very much. All right, so let me say hello to a few people here and we'll get on with this. Let's see, let's get this thing going here. Now, I noticed this is outdated, and John Schoolkill's working on a new one. So as soon as I get the new one, I will post it up here. But in the meanwhile, these shows, you might want to check them out. Anyhow, let's start saying hello to Steve87 PSAP. How's it going? Dave BNSF N-Scale. How's it going, buddy? Ethan Amateus. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you there. Dwight Curley. Schoolkill John. How's it going, my friend? Brian's downstairs in the basement right now. Let's see, Norman Rowe, how's it going, buddy? Gentlemen, I'm Captain Glue, and let's get going. All right, sounds like a plan. Dwight Curley, how's it going, my friend? Who else we got here? Digger Evans, my friend from across the pond. How's it going? Nice to see you in here. Norman Rowe, nice to see you, bud. Steve Hezzy, how's it going, my friend? Glad to see you in here. GRE 2057, how's it going? And I do want to apologize. When I was in Sparky's live stream the other night, a couple of people said hello to me and I did not respond to them, and I'd like to say hello to them now. And that was Heath from Humanity Junction, and I believe it was Dwight Curley that said hello to me. So sorry I missed it, but hi guys, how's it going? Let's see. I think I got everybody ready. Wow. It says there's 38. I didn't say 38. Hello 38 times. Martin Searsmore, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. Sparky, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Mini Prince, nice night. Glad you can make it in here tonight. Yeah, happy Friday, that's for sure. For me, it's Friday every day. Actually, it's Saturday every day for me. Right? Barn full of trains. Wow, I haven't seen you for a while. Glad you can make it in tonight. Ron Moen, thank you so much for all your contributions on my on the super thank yous. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Steve Towlers, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in. Kevin Brown, how's it going, bud? I think I got everybody. Mark E. Saunders, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. Oops, what happened? Steve Arnold, glad you can make it in tonight. And there's DES Dave. He's going to be one of my people that are going to be in the show tonight. Gary Weiss, how's it going, bud? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, bud. Dwight Curley, I think I said hello to you. Manny Fernandez, how's it going, bud? Guys, don't forget to help support my channel. You got the super chats down the bottom, super stickers, and then when this becomes a video, you guys can hit the super thanks. Help support my channel. Have a good Christmas next year. Or this year, actually. Nolan Canofio, how's it going, bud? Sean McGee, glad you can make it in. I haven't seen you for a while. And I think we got everybody. All right, how's we doing over here on this guy? Is he done? I don't know. Let's see if he's done. We'll get that in a minute to change that. I got 3 of the 5 people that's supposed to be in the show tonight downstairs, and 2 of them I know will be late. Ron from New Haven Rails will be late, and John Daly, Grandpa Rails, he always comes in a few minutes after the show starts because he has to drive home from work to be on the show. So meanwhile, we'll chat a little bit. Kevin, that's Seth Forton. How's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see, Norman Rowe, Christmas. You better believe that. It will probably cost 15% more. Is that CP368? Tim, how's it going, buddy? I can't even, I have something wrong with my eye tonight, guys. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's all irritated and red, so I'm having a hard time seeing. There was somebody here that I just saw. I didn't know who it was. Frank Neer, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in. Indian Head Valley, Wilmer, nice for you to be in here tonight. All right, so let's move on over to this here. Now that that's done, oops, something just broke. Oh no. Let's go to this. Now, these are the members of my channel, and I'd like to thank them. Mr. Jim Veronico, Ron Moen, Roy Eltham, Brian Page, Shays Enscale, Dustin's Enscale, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Robert Young, M&M Shortlines, Dave BNSF, Grandpa Rails, Mark Arnold, and Carolina Foothills. And I also want to thank from 2 weeks ago, super chats from Kevin Brown, Chris Mitchell, and also I want to thank Ron Moen for the super thanks that he does on my videos. Guys, you need to check that out. On my videos, you could actually make a contribution or a donation or whatever you want by clicking on the thing at the bottom that says super thanks. Anyhow, let's get back to here. See how it's going. Let's see. I have a friend of mine who is a friend for about the past 6 or 7 years. I went to visit him in Arkansas. His name is David Durbin. He's been a very good friend of mine, and unfortunately, the man is in the hospital. He's been fighting cancer for as long as I know him, and now it seems to have taken a turn for the worse. So I'm asking you guys for prayers for Mr. David Durbin. Hello, Chasco. How's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in. Anthony Georgia Sunbelt. Glad you all can make it in here. So please, guys, for David Durbin, please say a couple prayers that give the doctors the strength and the knowledge to help him heal. Like I said, he was fighting cancer for a long time. He was doing better, and now all of a sudden it got worse. So please just do that. Again, I want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. And John Arthur had a question for me, something about brick, and I don't remember what the question was. If he's in here tonight, if he's in here, please ask the question again, because I don't remember what it was. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is tomorrow's video. Now, you guys know that watched my birthday mail call. All the stuff I got was for the area that I've been working on my layout updates. Unfortunately, I got it too late for me to do any kind of video on that. So I am doing a flashback twofer tomorrow. It'll be two friends of mine. One of them, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. He was at my house running trains. And Mr. Marcel Velour was at my house running trains. And these are going back probably a few years when they were here. But I thought that would be a pretty cool video to put up. And when Ron gets here, he's been bugging me to do the BNSF and the Arizona-California interchange. Well, Marcel Velour is actually going to be doing that exchange. So if you guys want to see that happen, check in tomorrow's video, not noon tomorrow. Willie McBurdy, how's it going, my friend? You're new? Prayers for David. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I'm sure he will too. Sean McGee, thank you so much. Thank you, bud. McBurdy, McBdirty. I don't know who that is. One of my sponsors, one of my mods, please check that person out, please. I don't know who he is. All right, so we got that all done. Now, tonight, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I started doing this project, and I gave Brian feedback on what he needed to change to make it work a little bit. I was having problems getting all the corners to line up and all the walls to fit where they needed to fit. And so he did all of those modifications that I asked him to do. And now we all have some new models. And let me turn this camera on. And we can go to here. And you can see right here, I have the entire kit laying on my desk. But we're not going to get into that right away. I want to wait a couple more minutes for the other two people to show up. Tim from Idaho. Okay. Okay. Well, then welcome to the live stream, my friend. Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see. So, I was talking with a couple of people this past week, and I'm going to have Dave Schinkel come to my house tomorrow, and we are going to be working on my layout. We're going to be doing some things. I think I'm going to be hanging some skirting and also doing some more scenery and stuff like that in the area that I've been working on, which is my ethanol plant, which you see behind me there. I started doing the scenery, but I ran out of stuff to do it with, so I had to wait. And unfortunately, it all got here too late, and so we got stuck. So there'll be next week's video will be again on the layout update, installing scenery. But let me see. I'm going to bring a couple of the guys up here right now so we can at least chit chat with them, and we'll see what's going on. So first of all, we got Mr. Claude Christ. How's it going, Claude?
Very good. How you doing?
And then we're going to bring
birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And we're going to bring up Mr. Brian. How's it going, Brian?
Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
All right. And then finally, we're going to bring up Dave, DES Media. I think. There you go. How's it going, Dave?
It's going good. How about you guys?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Claude. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Clyde.
So right now, we're going to be waiting on two other people before we actually start. I'd like for everybody to start on this at the same time. Again, like I said in my email to you guys, this is not a race or a contest. It's just a bunch of us getting together to put a model kit together that Brian has graciously sent to us for us to put together. and see how they all work out. Now, I have a specific spot that this kit's going to go on my layout. And so that'd be fun. Oh, there's Mr. Grandpa Rails. How's it going? Let's see.
Hey, John.
Hey, Vinny.
There
Hey,
he
John.
is.
Hey, John.
What's going on? Hi, everybody in chat.
Good to see you, JD.
Yeah, good to see you all. You
Hello,
all.
James Young. How's it going, bud? Thank you, sir. I
Oh.
appreciate the birthday wish.
Dave. Let's see, I'm going to have to move this.
Now, you guys all have your glues and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Glue. What? We
Let's
have to
glue.
glue together?
We need glue.
The
this
only
was snap
together
kit.
was spit.
Vinny, you're going to have some. I want you to see in your kit, you should have some pieces that are kind of put together with a like a twist tie or something. It's like 3 pieces.
Yeah.
They're alternate pieces.
They're
And
all alternate pieces. Okay.
What I did is those are pieces that I have toyed with, slightly changing the size of several times. So what I did is I sent some alternate pieces just for you to test in case, basically, if because I wanted to see what you thought. So
Well, first of all, Brian, I think if you can make any of these parts a little bit thicker, it might take care of the warping, because again, the piece that you're talking about with the wire tie on it, it is warped. And if you look at my camera, you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get myself bigger here. Hold on.
now I think that I also sent you that piece in a raft, Vinny. Do you see that piece in the raft over there? To
Yes,
the
I
left?
got that piece also.
Yeah, and that one didn't warp, did it?
It doesn't. Well, it kind of a little bit.
Because
Let
I
me
was
show you
hoping
again.
that the raft would prevent it from warping. But I mean, I can make it a little bit thicker,
Can you see
and
that,
that'll
Brian?
probably prevent that as well.
Let me see. Let me get this here. Can you see that, Brian?
I do. Yeah, there is a little bend in it. I see that.
Yeah. And the same thing with this one.
Yeah, now that piece, they need to be in a raft for sure, because that's going to keep that from doing that. That piece is pretty thin,
Yeah,
and
it
I can make it thicker, but the thing is, I'm gonna have to make a couple other changes if I make it thicker, which isn't a big deal either.
Well, what I would do with this now, because I already have it in my hand, is I would most likely put a strip of styrene behind there.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about
Well, let me
that.
say thank you to Mr. Kevin Brown. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it, my friend.
Hey,
Yes,
Vinny,
I have. I would put like a strip of styrene behind here,
yeah,
and also the back wall. If you can see, the back wall is also a little tweaked.
a little bit.
So I would put a piece of styrene behind there, just to stiffen it up a little bit. Otherwise, everything else looks okay.
Well, let me ask you something, Vinny. Do you have a third piece that's like the skinny warped one? Okay.
Let's see. No, I got one. I got 3. I got 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Okay. So one of those is a little bit thicker, right?
Let's see.
That one in your right hand should be a little bit thicker.
This one?
Yeah. I made it just a tad thicker. That was one of the things that you had suggested.
Right.
And so that's why that's an alternate piece. Now, I wish I would have put that in a raft too and made it thicker, and then that one probably would have come out good.
I'm going to go ahead and just go with what I have over here.
Sure.
And like I said, I will strengthen these up with some styrene behind there. And you said that this is going to be more glue friendly, right?
Oh yeah, I can use the Faller's Expert, or I can use the Tester's Red
Okay.
because it's a matte.
All right. Hello, Steve Pezzi. How's it going, my friend? Let's see who else we got in here. Grandpa Rails is here. The only one we're waiting for actually is Mr. Ron from New Haven Rails. And he had texted me, told me that he was going to be a little bit late. So I just want to hang out a few more minutes. You guys can look at all your parts. Make sure you got all your parts and ready
That's
to
looking
go.
good over there, Claude.
Well,
Wait a minute,
it's there.
bigger.
Oh, JD, did you get my envelope?
No. Well, let me look downstairs. I haven't checked the mail today.
Just checking the chat, make sure I said hello to everybody. It looks like I did. Got 40.
Hey, Brian,
Yes, sir.
I think you gave me two of this piece.
I did.
Let me get,
I
Okay.
did. One should be in a raft, and one should not be in a raft.
okay.
Are
Explain
they-
that to me.
Well, are they?
The thin backing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What that does is, if you don't need to pull it off the raft, it's better to not. The piece is cleaner if you don't have to pull it off.
Sure.
So I sent you one that's not on the raft and one with the raft. So if the one not on the raft work, you can pull the one off the raft and it should be better.
Okay. Well, I already cut it off, so
All right.
I got two of those pieces.
I got you. Yeah.
Brian, no, I did not get my package.
All right. Well, it's just a regular envelope, JD.
Okay.
And just a business envelope. So
All
it should be coming.
Probably be here tomorrow.
Yeah, any day now. It went out Monday. I've got my windows in and my doors on, and that's all I've done.
Well, you got more than me.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
I just barely opened the package today.
Okay, so we're supposed to go ahead and start now,
I guess we can go ahead and start it.
Oh.
since Brian's ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I basically went over the instructions really quick, and I already did the prototype for Brian. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting this together. I'm going to start with the back wall and start from the back wall and move forward. That's my plan of operation. So I am going to use my Model Masters glue, and we will see how this is going to work out.
If anybody cares, I'm using
JD, yours looks great.
E6000.
Oh, you like that? Whoops, where's it at?
Yeah,
Oh, I
that
love it.
sign looks fantastic. I didn't notice that earlier. Oh, yeah, that came out good.
Thank you.
Vinny, look at his sign.
I was just looking at it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so hard
okay.
to see on here because I got it down here. Oh yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I trimmed. It's a flat white trimmed out.
Yeah, it looks
Well,
good.
that's kind of what I did.
I figured that would make it, stand out a little bit.
Yeah, well, Brian sent me a broken one.
Yeah, he's got a broken U.
He's just trying to test your skills. That's all.
That's right. Well, he's also in scale, and I'm having trouble. Like, I've got a DNRGW on my sign right here because mine's a Denver and Rio Grande Diner, and but it's hard to read, and
Can you see
it's
that,
not.
Brian?
What now?
Can you see that? Can you see what part of the U is missing?
I didn't hear you, Vinny. Say it again.
Can you see the U that's missing on there?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Actually,
I thought that's pretty cool.
yeah, well, it's actually okay. Okay, that looks great, Claude.
Wow. Yeah.
because
that
my
turned
wife
out real
cooks
good.
better than I do.
Well, all you guys did your signs already.
I did.
Yeah, I figured I'd get that out of the way.
Well, Vinny, you said you paint last.
Well, the reason what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to put all the walls on here, and that's as far as I'm going to go tonight because I want to paint the building, and I want to paint it before everything is on there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Pen Studio Plus, how's it going, bud? Good you can make it in. Okay, why isn't this? You said this is going to be glue friendly, right?
Well, it might make me a liar, but I don't think so. I think we're good.
Well, my Model Masters doesn't seem to be working very well right now.
That's why
Now
I like this.
I haven't tried Model Masters. Now I have used Fallers and the testers, but I've had good. I'm about to use Fallers right now, the expert, like you
Well, I
got.
think that's what I'm going to do too, because I'm going to change over. Because right now, I don't think
Wanna
my
eat?
That's why I
my
like
Model
the
Master is
C6000.
working
It
very
sticks
well.
to everything.
Now, didn't Model Masters the super good stuff?
Yeah.
Well, it works good on styrene.
But I think that's like the really good stuff.
Yeah, that's the stuff that you can't get anymore. I got a secret stash.
Seems that the Faller is going to work a little bit better.
Well, I got plaster. I'm gonna try that. Do not inhale the fumes. It says.
Then, if you had a emery board too, you could scuff it real quick, and that's gonna just make it even bond even
Yeah,
better.
I'm thinking about that because neither one of these glues seems to be working very well.
Now I'm using the Faller now, but I haven't let go yet. So
I'm going to scuff this up a bit. And I'm also going to switch glues. I'm going to go to my the Plastruct cement. This stuff.
oh, that stuff's foolproof. Yeah. Now I stuck here, but
I hope I'm not the only one having a problem with that.
well, that piece stuck for me. Now I was using the Faller Expert.
Well, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I don't have the Expert. I just have the Faller. Is this the Expert?
It just says it on the on the edge. It says it.
Oh yeah, okay, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm using, Vin. Mine's stuck and I didn't scuff it. But
Well, then I'll try it again.
well, I didn't paint the inside either, so we should
Well,
be
mine's
pretty
not.
much,
I didn't touch mine. Like I said, I just barely opened it.
yeah, we should be pretty much apples to apples because I didn't touch paint the inside.
All right, I'm going to try the Faller one more time and see if we can get it to work. Right. Did you hold yours there for a few seconds before you let it go, Brian?
I did, and I used A and 1 to prop each other up. You know, like building a house, a card house.
Right. Well, it doesn't seem that mine wants to play nice.
Now, Claude, you're using what?
I'm using E6000.
All right. And what about you,
This stuff
JD?
is
Well, I've got Plastrek, but that one wasn't working, so I'm going to try my my Model Masters.
Okay.
Well, that was the first one I tried, and it didn't seem to work.
E6000 is a lot like Shoe Goop or Walther's Goo. It firms up fairly quickly, but it doesn't ever get completely rigid, which is nice.
Oh,
And
so
it
it gives you
sticks-
a little working time?
Yeah, it does, and it'll stick to pretty much anything you got.
That's kind of how this Red Testers is. It gives you a good working time as well.
And it's like $5 at Hobby Lobby.
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. Actually, they had these testers in Michael's or Hobby Lobby the other day for $1.
Yeah, you can catch some really good deals at Hobby Lobby if you catch them right.
Yep.
And use your 40% off coupon.
Yeah, that too.
They dropped that here.
And in Minnesota, the coupons.
Yep.
All right, that looks like that's going to stick. That looks good. Oops.
Hello, Mr. Ralph Greenwood. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, it's sticking, but it seems like it's going to take a while for it to really cure. Wow, it's quiet on here.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm going to try my Plastrux stuff because this glue just doesn't seem to want to play nice.
Now, could it be the humidity down here makes my glue stick better?
I don't think so.
All right.
No, it might make you sweat more.
Yeah. Now, the Faller takes a little longer to set than the Testors does, but that's because the Testors
and I mentioned that on Sparky's live stream the other night that the Model Masters gives you about 3 seconds work time. The Faller gives you about 10 seconds work time.
Yeah. I kind of use different glues for different applications too. I like to use the Faller like for the windows and stuff when I'm gluing the windows to the back sides, because I can actually thin it with a toothpick and it won't run down into the window where you can see it.
You can also get glue for cockpits. It's a clear glue and it works. You can actually make windows with it. It's called.
Yeah.
Canopy glue.
I think I bought some that a long time ago, but it dried up or something.
This is just not wapatate.
John, when do you leave for your vacation?
I leave next Thursday.
Where to, JD?
West Virginia.
Oh, yeah. That's home, right?
Yeah. Gotta go back to the mountains, the green mountains instead of the brown ones.
Nothing wrong with Brown
Snowshoe.
Mountains.
Yep, snowshoe. That's right around the corner. Snowshoe, Cass, Greenbank, Durban. The trains in Durban. That's all right there.
Hmm.
We live in the second largest county in West Virginia, and one of the, I think, like the third or fourth largest county on the East Coast.
All right. Well, I'm hoping all this glue is going to hold together here. I got 2 walls on.
I'm gonna start another wall.
Yeah, I got A1 and 2 on.
I got A and 2.
A1 and 2 on.
I like the idea that he put a little hole in the bottom of the foundation so you could put lighting in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to take a peek at what everybody's doing here. I'm checking out Claude right now.
Modeling pens come in very handy.
Walls blocking me there. Let me get this number 1 on. Ah, dang it.
Dave's using a square in the corner. Good idea, Dave.
Yeah.
Is Brian and I the only N scale guys?
Yeah, this time.
I think so.
Mike, Rail Artist, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm catching parts of conversations that are going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember thinking that it would have been easier to print in-scale kits when I was in a rush. Oh, I don't know about y'all, but mine just fit together really nice over here.
Yeah, so far, I mean, the 2 walls that I've done so far, they're looking pretty good.
Now, I do know that insert is snug, so I'm not going to try to push it in there till this is dry. But it will fit, but your walls need to be dry before you try to get it in there.
Looks like my walls are just a hair long.
My A is a little bit
long.
Yeah.
When we say little bit, are we talking about a millimeter or a half a millimeter or
probably a millimeter?
All right.
Yeah, same here.
Well, actually, my number 2 is probably a couple of millimeters long. Same with number 1.
Well, now there's some compensation in there to get the piece B.
Okay.
Wait till you get A, 1, 2, and B in there and get them all nestled and fitting in there, get them all working together.
Sure.
And and you should see there's a reason why it's a little big, is what I'm saying.
No problem. I'm pretty used to having to adjust on the fly.
That's not working.
As a matter of fact.
Well, because Brian, I'm assuming these are supposed to fit against this inside piece on the base.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured, but it's a little long for that.
Hello, Mr. Creepy 013. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, I don't think this glue is made for this plastic there, Mr. Brian.
That's way too long.
Which one are you trying now, Vin?
I'm using the Expert, the Fowlers.
All right.
Did you use different material for the N scale and the HO scale?
No, and you and I have matte filament from Overture. The difference between our filaments is yours is gray and mine is brown, and that's it. They're the same everything. So I'm not exactly sure why mine's holding. I'm not complaining, but mine is holding. Now, I will say that I like using the testers better, but I'm using the followers because I want to see how it works.
Yeah, for me, it's not working very well.
Well, what I find with the testers is it's got more teeth and it seems to lock in faster. I would be willing to bet though that once this follower gets good and dry, it's a better hole.
Well, the object of glue is to actually fuse the pieces together. That's how it actually sticks everything together. It doesn't stick it fuses it together. It's like welding it.
Now that's what's that stuff called? Plastruct or something that's like that?
Right.
Doesn't it actually really do that?
Yes. Plastic
Any kind of plastic glue that was made for styrene does that.
Well, the Plastruct glue, Plastruct, the company Plastruct makes, they make styrene and they make ABS parts.
Yep.
And the ABS parts is why they manufactured this Plastruct cement, because it actually fuses the ABS. So I am going to try that and see if that works any better here, because I'm not having very much luck with the Fowlers.
It's fast drying.
Yes, Norman is right.
Oh God, no, not really. Don't say that.
Well, he actually is this time.
Don't
He
say
really
Norman's
is this
right.
time.
Who's that?
Norman said we need to do research on all this 3D printed materials on what glue works best for him, and I agreed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said Nolan's is suggesting MEK.
Well, the Plastruct has MEK in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be careful with MEK.
Yeah, I do. They're on Etsy right now.
True MEK is very, very, very toxic. But most stuff that's out there that says it's MEK is not true MEK.
Uh-oh. We did. We lost Dave.
Uh-oh.
Vin, watch for Dave to come back in the basement or whatever.
I'll check them out. I wonder what happened with him. I'm going to let my 3 walls set up here for a few minutes before I go any further.
Mine's working.
Yeah, yours looks good.
Now I do put a bead I do put a bead across the bottom and then a bead on the angle on the 45.
Right, that's exactly what I did.
Oh yeah, okay. And the base was painted, but not the inside of the walls, and they've stuck as well too. Unless there's just a little bit of a difference in the pigments. But it's good to know that if that pigment is, I need to check that out though for sure, because I've sold a lot of gray ones and I recommend certain glues. And so if they're not working, I need to know.
Well, yeah, and that's a good thing too, because I mean that's why we're doing this, right? To see what's working and what's not working.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw, I did another little kit, and I put out a video asking for help, and I got a bunch of good suggestions, and I actually went in and made every change that got suggested, and I mean that kit came out a lot better now. So lots of good help. I
And I
mean,
think the Plastron glue seems to work a little bit better. It seems to be a little bit more secure. But I think the trick is to put it in there and let it sit up for a few minutes and then go to the next piece.
all right.
Brian, looks like the front wall.
Front
And
wall.
that could be. Hang on. That could be paint on my part. Find a emery board here. I'll fix that.
But
And it's not much. It was just a little bit. And it was just on one side. So
Mr. Possum Bayou, how's it going? Rusty, glad you can make it in tonight, bud. Derek Alexander, glad you can make it in tonight.
Where David is.
damn it.
I heard that.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who said it, but I heard it.
I think that is going to work.
Mystic Southern, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in. Humanity Junction. Sorry I didn't say hello to you the other night, on Wednesday night. Heath, I didn't see it until I watched the replay. So hello twice. What is that? Methyl ethyl ketone. Yeah, I think that would be. A person who uses that a lot is Peter. MP to LL, he uses the MEK
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot on his bills. Let me bring Mr. Ron up. Hello, Ron.
Hey,
Hey,
Ron.
Ron.
Welcome to the party.
Great to see you. Claude, you made some ground.
Well, my wife didn't call me Quick Claude for nothing.
Let's see what Mr. Claude has got going on here.
I'm trying to fix this front wall, but it's and I can't tell if it may be a bow in the base, just a hair. I think that's what it is.
Well,
Yeah, I got a slight.
I just pin it down for now, and once it glue sets, it'll hold it. I didn't pin it down very well there.
That's going to work there.
There
Are you
we
up to
go. I
speed
bet
there,
that
Mr. Ron?
I'm trying to catch up.
much better.
no rush, man. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not a race or a contest or anything like that. So everybody seems to be starting at the back wall and working forward.
Okay.
You mean we're following instructions? That doesn't sound very male to me.
I think that's Vinny's instructions.
Guys don't follow instructions,
No,
Hell no.
but
according to every woman I ever went out with, anyway.
Then after a while, you get accused of being too set in your ways.
Yes, sir. That's when you tell them you made me who I am.
Okay. I think.
All right, so
Good thing
now
my wife can't hear us right now.
well,
She's great, but I'd be hearing about it later, I'm sure.
Oh.
I get the eye roll anyway.
yeah, the old eye roll.
The eye roll.
well, you
yeah,
are
everybody
naming the
knows that.
diner after her.
Am I supposed to have bees?
Hey, Brian, part of me being so far, I don't know if I'm far ahead or not. I'm not watching you guys at all, but is this glue? It's so tacky, even when it hadn't set up all the way, it still holds everything.
Sure. I can almost put one together in about 10 minutes, but that's because I put about 10 of them together.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a hard kit. It's it's just a matter of getting
No.
the right glue, and it would go together real easy. I mean, all the parts are cut nice.
Yeah.
They seem to fit okay.
And I'm not sure I'd want to try and use the E6000 on an N scale kit, but it would work. I know it just take a little more doing. I did cut that B part. I cut the piece in between. I don't know which camera I'm on. There we go. I cut this piece out. It went in there much better.
Hold on a minute, Claude.
Okay, well, I can show him with this one because he gave
You
me
ready to start
two.
now?
Yeah, I cut the centerpiece out.
Oh, you did?
I glued these in separately, each end in separately, and it worked much better.
Oh.
And because it's all just a hair, and I would take photographs, but I'm using my phone for the camera, so.
Now,
All right.
I don't know if you're going to have a gap. No, I don't know if you will.
No, but it's because
I don't think you're going to have a gap.
there's a couple of places the number 1 and number 2 walls are a little bit long, and the back wall's a little bit long, so that that kind of throws it off a little bit. The nice thing about that's the other nice thing about this glue is I can adjust it still, even though it's starting to set up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you can shimmy it around. That's what I like about the red testers. Now, Claude, if you would kind of keep track of those little things you're mentioning, where I can pull off a millimeter. Because like I told you, when I sent that kit to you, which was supposed to come before everybody else's, I had not put a HA1 together, and you were going to be my guinea pig. So it would be good to know those little 1 millimeter changes that I need to make and 2 millimeter changes that I need to make.
Well, I'll take a picture of this up close after we get done and send to you.
Thank you.
And you'll be able to see what I can see up here.
Yeah.
It's a little tough to see now, but
That part's not working. Wait a minute. Oh, that's square that. That won't do that. That is not going to work. Fits in there.
I got a question on wall A and number 1. Is wall A a little bit taller than the wall number 1?
It should be. The model gets increasingly shorter as it moves to the front.
No, I mean where it hooks up and where when one gets glued to number A, it looks like there's maybe, I don't know, about a 16th of an inch difference.
I'm going to say yes because mine's the same way.
Okay, good. All right. And we're using Baller glue?
That's what Brian's using.
Now I'm using Fowler because I wanted to try it out. Ron, Vinny has found something that works better than that for him, and I like to use testers better. Claude's using something else that's working real well, so you might want to use what you prefer, unless it just doesn't work well. Everybody's using different stuff, it sounds like.
Right. Well, I didn't have any luck with the Fowler. That's why I switched it over.
Fowler Super Expert 170-490.
492 actually.
Yeah, I got 92.
492.
We just have Expert. He's got Super Expert.
Brian, I just noticed, I think I'm missing a part.
Which one?
The very, very front. Let me look. Wait, hang on.
Part
Let me look.
D.
It may be in with the other stuff that you sent.
You're looking for D. Well, the diner piece shouldn't have been in with the outpost.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, cool.
It was in with that other kit.
Really? How did
Yeah.
I manage to do that?
Well, because they were all in the same box, I separated them, and
Oh, okay.
since I didn't really know what I was looking at, I threw it in with the other stuff.
Oh, doggone it.
Yes, part D. Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, Vin, that was something else I wanted to show y'all too. The new packaging so it's not coming in Ziploc bags anymore.
I was going to recommend that to you or suggest that to you.
Hold on, let me give me just a sec.
Yeah, I told him that when I got mine, it was
All right,
Not very
envelope.
professional.
Vinny, put me in the not you don't have to put me in the big picture, but all right, so
Sorry.
that's all right.
There you go.
This is
Yeah.
an Outpost kit now. This is a new one. This is about to go out to Vin. All right. So it's like this now. And so we're not in Ziploc bags anymore. All right. And the model is in inserts, cardboard inserts. You
That's
just
Excellent.
exactly how I get my turnouts from Bruce Giroux.
That'll help immensely, Brian.
You just cut this and open it like a book.
Yep. That will help immensely with warping, I bet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you get the point.
Oh, that'd be a lot better, Brian.
So yeah, we're improving packaging. I've got 4x6x9s and 2x6x9s, and I've got 6x9 cardboard inserts. And until I'm gonna get those glue dots, I think, to attach the pieces to the cardboard inserts, so I'm not using painter's tape. But I just paint the painter's tape to the back of it, so it's not gonna cause any problems. Just doesn't look great.
It seems like this Plestra cement is working fairly well.
Good to hear.
This side.
I'm gonna have to change glues. This follower's not working.
Are you using that?
I'm using this,
What else do you have around there, Ron?
I have. Hold on. How does the what's the Model Masters one that Vinny's got?
Not so good.
nah, it didn't work for me.
Didn't work for me either.
How about straight up CA? Would that work?
CA might work.
All right, let me go look.
Ron, do you have any of this stuff?
Let me check.
That was a mistake.
See, it seems to be holding pretty good here.
I got the Plastruct, Vinny.
Okay, that's what's working for me.
Okay. Cool.
Ron, Grandpa, Dave never did come back.
Well, I just had a brain fart.
Uh-oh.
Well, that piece on the front that I was looking for, I put the window on it before I painted it. Not a good idea. Paint it first and then put the windows on.
Oh yeah, that's be a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
How much working time do I have with this Plastruct?
It doesn't seem like you got too much. I'm trying to move something now and it's not moving.
Okay.
Yeah, once it starts rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's because I got Oh.
I'm like a fish out of water here with working with plastic.
Oh, shrimp.
Yeah, after that glue, that faller set, that insert fit right into the back here. It was a little tight prior to that, but I can get it in now.
What insert are you talking about?
Somebody got to mute YouTube.
Hey, Vinny, when you work with this Plastruck, do you have to you put the glue on where the seam is, and do you do the backside as well?
Well, what I do is I put the two pieces together and I do the seam on the inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Okay. You're the expert with plastic, so.
This is going together a lot better than the original kit that you sent me, Brian.
Well, we made a few improvements. Now I've already seen two things I want to fix on the N scale, and but they're little, but
Everything counts.
Well, Sparky, I think the glue we're going with is Plastruck, or I've got a styrene tacket plastic willer that I got from my local hobby shop. It seems to be working pretty good.
Sparky, any one of these, the Fowler or the Model Masters will work very well with plastic, with styrene.
Also just regular Gorilla Glue.
I haven't tried any
Super
Gorilla.
Glue works too.
Steve 87 says glue gun.
I think Ron or somebody needs to mute YouTube.
I don't have it on.
Yeah, me either.
Me neither.
Could it be me? I don't think so.
Well, you know what they say: he who dealt it smelt it. So.
Let's get that.
Yeah, that's a little off. I don't know if that's going to go in there.
So there's a reason for that.
Yeah, the PC has a little place I want to fix. It's not, you're not going to be able to see it. It doesn't affect anything on the outside, but just an imperfection.
All right.
Definitely gotta have a little bit of patience with this kit.
12 Bs.
Can't do that until I get it fitted on there.
So on this
Brian, there was one thing I had a question on.
All right.
The roof panels.
Yes.
So are you seeing this here? The roof panel?
Hold on. Wait, hold on. All right.
This is, I can't tell what number that is. It's the
G?
long, skinny one.
Yeah.
You see this piece that's supposed
I
to go,
sent you-
I'm assuming
I
it
sent
fits
you the
down in
same-
that groove.
I sent you the same too big a piece that that's the thing I was talking about sending JD in the envelope.
Ah, okay.
That's exactly what I sent JD in the envelope. So you gonna
Well, I
have
can
a-
make it fit. That's
Oh
not a
yeah,
problem
it
with that.
it
Yeah.
actually you
Cut it
don't
down.
need it to finish the model, but
No, but I can make that fit, but I just want to let you know it was too big.
yeah, actually what happened there is I made a change trying to keep packaging so it would fit in a certain piece of packaging, which was stupid. And yeah. Anyway, when I did it, I had pieces of two sizes. I made that roof piece about 5 millimeters smaller because it was making me have to put things in a bigger box.
Yeah.
The one
I
roof
understand.
piece.
I understand.
So,
I don't know that it makes a difference that you even have those in there in the
Well,
HO scale anyway.
what it does is if you've got light inside, first of all, you can it kind of makes it fit like a top, and so you can put it on without gluing it. So if the light goes out, you can pull the lid off and take the light out and put another light in. You could also do interior stuff if you wanted to, because you don't have to. And the thing is, with those in there, because they stick out and down, light from inside isn't going to come out your roof pieces.
Yeah, okay.
And that's kind of what it's designed for, is to make it fit like a top to give you interior access. It also can be used as a square, and it can be used to prevent light bleed.
In there.
Well, I got 5 walls standing.
Swappating.
That's good to hear.
Let's get this spun around here so I can get this thing in here.
What happened? Oh,
Oh, somebody.
that was mine. Thank you, Heath. Appreciate you, man. I'm not used to hearing that.
What's that?
Heath just bought a kit, and
Oh,
I
did?
heard it. I got an
I
alert.
heard the cash register.
Yeah, it was an Etsy alert. I like selling on Etsy. They're real good with with their sellers and help and support and all kind of stuff. Amazon is awful.
I never sold anything on Amazon.
Oh man, they're awful. It is real hard to. I've got stuff on there, but it's real hard to get stuff on there. You got to have barcodes, so you got to buy barcodes and all that stuff. And
Oh, really?
yeah, attach UPCs to them and all this stuff. And then if you don't sell much, they'll just cancel you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll just close your store down.
No notification or anything, huh?
Nope.
That doesn't surprise me.
I fussed when they did that to me. I was like, look, I worked hard getting all this crap on y'all's site because everybody else is easy, but y'all are a pain, and then you're going to close me down? I don't think so. So they opened it back up. But really, they charge more fees. They're harder to work with. I don't. Etsy is real nice. They got real friendly ways to like give y'all discounts, like coupon codes. The discount codes like you can give in the live streams and those kind of things are real easy.
Yeah.
And so I like working with them. They've been good to work with. I haven't done a lot with them yet, but I don't guess modelers typically maybe use Amazon for kits and stuff. I guess they usually go to the vendor's site, right?
I buy a lot of my stuff off of
There's-
Amazon.
There's
You buy model stuff?
Yeah.
Like kit? Okay, well you don't buy kits anyway. You build kits.
pretty much the mail call I just did yesterday or the day before yesterday was pretty much all from Amazon.
The last thing I bought on Amazon was 1/8 wide painter's tape to make my control panel with, and I got it cheaper there than anywhere else. But I don't use Amazon a lot.
I mentioned the other night that when I go to Amazon, I'll find something that I want and I'll put it in my cart and I'll just keep looking on Amazon because I will find it cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get all my filament and all my ender stuff I get through Amazon, so I spend a fortune with it.
Well, sometimes it's what they've got you can find cheaper on there than you can find anywhere else. But because that same tape on eBay was like $15 a roll, I got two 30-yard rolls for $5.
Wow.
And they were going for 15 or 25 on eBay for one roll. But it just depends on what you're looking for. Anywhere you go, you got to shop. Even, I don't know how many of y'all have a Sam's. I'm assuming they're everywhere now. We used to shop at Sam's, but the only thing we'd ever buy there was paper towels and toilet paper because everything else was more than what you could buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
Tires. You buy
Walmart
tires.
is Sam's, actually.
Well, yeah, but we never bought tires there. But I mean, you had to really shop there. But most people would roll up to the front with this big old giant cart full of crap. That half of it, or more than half of it, they could have gotten cheaper at Walmart. But they didn't shop. They just went to Sam's because they thought it was cheaper. That was the persona that they gave off. So you really got to do your.
Brian,
yes, sir.
When you're numbering your parts,
yes,
you may
sir.
You may not want the impression to go in as deep.
Did I go through your wall?
Because here, if you look at my building, I'll spin it around. You can see some of the lettering.
I see all the way. It's all the way through, JD.
That one is.
Claude, is yours that way?
No.
Well,
no, mine didn't go all the way through, but they are pretty deep. They're a lot deeper than they need to be.
Yeah, it looks like you got on that front, the front wall, like you got a space where it goes to the second.
Yeah, I see it. There, he probably has inserts in there that we can.
I've got. You gave me a bag of.
Yeah, he can probably. There's a piece in there that'll patch that up.
Well, the other trick is use some black acrylic, just craft paint.
Yeah.
On the inside, and that'll fill it. That'll fill any of the small gaps. See, I've got gaps. I spray painted the roof, but now that I've got it in here and I'm looking at that's dry and I'm looking at it, I can see light through it like a screen door. So I'm going to have to go on the bottom and paint that black.
Yeah.
Which is, I think typical probably of a lot of 3D printed stuff.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, the first thing the instruction says is to paint the interior of the model black.
Oh, it probably does. There again, who wrote the instructions? I've got them laying right here, but
Yeah. Now, I didn't expect anybody to read it, but
I was looking at the pictures.
Sure, there are a lot of pretty pictures, so it throws you off.
Well, they're not as pretty as some I've seen, but
That's the second step. Paint the model.
Now, one thing I did on my roof, I don't have my little kickstand for the light to shine on the diner. When I made my roof thicker, I must have left my kickstand off. I had a little wedge on the roof just to tilt a LED up so it would shine right on the diner sign, and it looked pretty cool because it shined right on it too, especially like when the shed's dark out here and stuff.
Yeah, I noticed, Brian, there's a hole between the vent on the roof and the diner sign holes.
If there's
Exactly.
a hole in the roof, that's intended for your LED wire to go down through it.
Okay,
Is
to
it-
light the sign.
Yeah, is it just a
Okay.
tiny hole? I mean,
Yeah, it's not very big.
yeah, it's for an LED wire.
Okay, I figured that's what it was for, but
Hey, I got gypped. I don't have no holes in my roof.
You didn't get a hole in your roof?
Not fair, man. You like the HO guys better than you like me.
Well, let me see if I got a hole in mine, cuz.
well, it'd be a lot smaller than N scale.
Yeah. I do need to work on the holes to get my sign down in there. But other than that,
Now that's
I'm making progress. Take it out.
yeah. All right.
well, I've got one.
That one is going together better, thank goodness.
Yeah, it is. There is one slight problem I see,
What you got?
and I'm looking to see if I made a mistake or not. But the square piece that you need for the roof right here, I mean this rectangular piece right here,
Uh-huh.
I'll show you what happens when I put it in here.
Well, now it's tight.
Falls through.
It's tight, but
Is it making your piece pop
can
out?
you see that?
So it's a little bit too tight.
Can you see this up here?
Uh-huh.
Up here, it's not square.
Yeah, I do. Now that means that you got piece 2 there, maybe a little bit too long, huh?
Well, no, I'm thinking piece 1 might be too long.
You mean the
back wall.
Yeah, okay, so it's 1 that might be a little bit too long.
Right.
But
other than that, everything else seems to be fitting okay.
And you know what? That was we made 1 just a little bit longer. I probably overcompensated. But if you remember, we made 1 a little bit longer because you had so many problems with that piece B last time.
Yes.
When you were putting it together, that we actually, one of your suggestions was to make piece 1 a little bit bigger, and I made it a little bit too big. So I need to just back it back off about half
Probably
a millimeter.
like a half a millimeter.
Yep. I added a millimeter to it, and I should have done a half. And I'm kind of getting down into
everything. All the panels seem to be fitting okay. I mean, you got to play with them to get them in there, but they all seem to be fitting okay.
Oh yeah, you got to juke them. You got to hold your mouth right. That's what I really like about that testers, man. You can throw up all those pieces and then just mold them and slide them all around till they get perfect. I've got to keep in mind, though, that people who are good at this stuff don't model that way, though.
Hey, Brian, I'm used to building wood kits.
Yes, sir.
Craftsman kits. And if you do that very much, you find out real quick that you have to make stuff fit.
Oh, sure.
You know, it doesn't always line up just like you want. And of course, what they want to say is, oh, the instructions probably swelled, or, you know, the template swelled, or the parts or the wood swelled or shrank or whatever.
Yeah.
And it probably did, but you still got to make it fit.
Well, and that's like if I put things on a raft and the customer, whoever goes and cuts it off the raft, and they cut it off the raft a little too thin, then the piece is going to be too small.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to tell me that doesn't fit. So I hate to put it on sprues too much, unless they're like little accessories. But that's one cool thing about this little diner doesn't really have any accessories. As you get into the outpost, has deck railings and stairs and rafts and that kind of stuff, which really is the details is what makes it cool, but it makes it a little more complex.
Oh,
Those
yeah, it makes it much more complex.
Well, those little bitty tiny things are what's hard to print, you know, and it's hard to get good prints on them and good solid prints on them. And so you find yourself doing a lot of reprinting and stuff when you're dealing with those little bitty window frames and deck railings and stuff like that. But once I made like a deck railing for the Outpost, I can kind of use it on other decks, you know, and so I'm kind of finding that some of the stuff is able to be used.
Yeah, multi-use, multi-kits.
Yeah. That's a window came off.
That looks good.
That wasn't supposed to happen. My window came off.
Hey Brian, my base is all warped. If I put it in hot water and then weigh it down, would that fix that or no?
Well, it can be straightened out. I wish that we would have fixed that before we started.
What I did was I used a heat gun, but on low heat, and soften it. Just soften it a little bit. Don't get it too close, but just run it over on low heat a bunch.
Yeah.
And soften it up, and then put it under I used to paste some masonite because the piece wasn't very big, and then weight it down until it cools.
Now, Ron,
and that took care of it.
Did your package get lost up like Claude's did, or did yours pretty much come straight through?
No, it was I don't know where it was. It was somewhere, but
well, that's what happened is most of these kits that got held up for 2 weeks or a week and a half or whatever were in the heat. And because USPS, I mean, they tell you they don't ship climate control. So these kits that like Claude's kit took 24 days to get there,
something like that. Yeah.
So
that
was
sounds like the package that you sent Nancy.
Yeah.
So,
the one I sent Nancy,
and that was during the time where it had just started getting hot. So that thing was sitting in a hot mail truck, you know, and
exactly.
And then my packaging wasn't good for those conditions. You know, when it's not hot outside, it doesn't matter because it's not going to warp. But
Brian,
yes, sir.
Do you think this is a little bit big for N scale?
How did that get into your?
Wow. That looks like my roof.
That wasn't
your skills there, Vinny.
Now, did I give you all your roofs though, Vin?
Yeah, there's 2 roofs, right?
No, there's 3.
Let's see, I got 2. Oh yeah, I got 3.
Okay, so you just got an extra piece.
Or say if you had only had 2, then it was supposed to span both of those.
Yeah, well, Vinny, look at that HO roof. Pick that thing up compared to ours. Look how big that thing is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's a little bit big for instance.
Night and day.
Hey, John, I'll give you this when you visit me next month, the end of the month.
Okay.
So I would assume those pieces, they're probably a little bit harder to warp than our inner Z scale, but I after the fiasco with the pieces warping, I ordered the boxes and the inserts and all that stuff. Because what I did is I checked into what it's going to actually cost to send it somewhat climate controlled. And that was just ridiculous.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I can imagine.
It doesn't go down there.
So I had to find a different route. And like I said, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to get those glue dots to stick the pieces to the cardboard and see how that works.
Okay, I got a trick question.
All right.
These little doors, do they
Yeah.
fit on the floor?
Well, you have stairs that slide in there, Claude.
No, that's where the trick question came in, Brian. They
All
do
right.
fit on the floor if you drop them.
Oh.
Yeah, they do fit on the floor. And then you got to bend over and pick them up.
Mm.
That's the hard part of the question. Can you make it?
Now, what I did was I put the model where I wanted it on my layout, and then I put the stairs in, right? I got everything like I wanted it, and then I glued the stairs down to my layout. And the stairs by themselves hold the model in there because it's snug in there. It just slides right in and it almost snaps in there and holds it. So all I had to do was just glue down these stairs, and it's not going anywhere. I can pick the model up now, but it won't move. Even if something bumps it, it won't move. But if I need to pick it up, I can.
Well, especially in N scale, as small as the buildings and stuff are, it doesn't take but one anchor point in a lot of cases. In fact, a lot of my buildings, I didn't even glue them down. They're set in place, and the wires and everything hold them in.
Sure.
And the scenery, the scenery you put around the base and that kind of thing.
Yep.
All tends to hold it in.
Vin, I'm wondering if I put my insert in, if I'm going to have the exact same little place that's not square. I bet I do.
Are you calling that rectangular piece an insert?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. That doesn't mean anything. I still think that, piece one is too big.
Yeah.
It's a millimeter too big.
Yeah, I think
You're
so
right.
too.
We
I think
can
once
fix
you
that.
adjust that, it'll be a perfect cake because everything else seems to be working out okay. It's just that I can actually see it when I have it on my mat, on my cutting mat, using the squares on there to see how square it is, and I can see how it's off.
And Brian, anything that's big on the N scale is going to be at least twice as big on the HO scale.
Yep. Because they are just rescaled. I've got to relay. I got to relay out new decks and stuff for them, but I can take a whole N scale diner, copy it, and take the dimensions and multiply it by 1.87 and blow it up to HO.
Okay, well here's a Campbell's kit I'm working on. And there's their door. I'm not sure where he gets his doors, but it's the same size, so it's scaled properly.
Oh, my doors are the same size as a real door?
They're scaled the same. Yeah, they're not the
awesome.
same kind of
I
thing.
got lucky there. Stand on my head and spit nickel.
Yeah, they're the same overall dimension.
So we need to do Sparky a Conrail diner in blue and white.
I'm sure he'd like that.
We were talking about SRV John and I were talking about the ones that would look cool. Your BNSF would look cool. Just the colors, having a BNSF diner, that would look cool.
Well, there's a diner in Gallup, New Mexico that you go to and watch the trains.
Well, I would think that
We usually go over when we go through there. We stop by there and we eat breakfast and watch trains. So,
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty decent.
I would think it'd be common to have a diner around a railway station that sporting all the memorabilia and stuff from that line.
Well, back in the day, Santa Fe had the Henry House.
Yep.
Yeah, the Harvey houses.
Harvey House, not Henry House. Harvey House.
Yeah.
Although when I rode Santa Fe as a kid, I did not get to go into a Harvey House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a chance to ride it from L.A. to Fort Worth.
Wow, that would be cool.
Oh, as a third grade kid, yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, let's see if that's open on Thursday.
Claude, have you found that you're gonna have a gap when you cut that piece, or no?
Cut which piece?
When you cut piece B,
A gap where?
where you cut the little piece that's strewn across, right?
Yeah.
Or is there going to be a gap there?
I'm not sure I'm not sure what you're asking. Gap.
On piece B, you cut the piece that goes all the way across, the skinny little thin piece, right?
Yeah. This little skinny one here.
Yeah. Is there going to be a gap there now?
At what point? Between the pieces here?
Once you put the roof on, are you going to see any light? Because that's missing,
I don't know.
is what I'm wondering.
I don't know. But that's, Brian, that's one of the things I was telling you. I'm so used to modifying and having to make things work on a wood kit that's not a big deal to me.
Yeah,
but,
you didn't hesitate with that piece B. You just were like,
no, yeah,
Really.
because it was too long.
yeah.
wasn't
I mean
fitting.
that you did it. You did
It wasn't
to
fitting
it.
this way. This piece was wanting to bow,
Yeah.
and so I thought, well, just cut it off and put it in that way,
Well, that's
and
what.
and it worked okay. Can you see? I can't even see what y'all can.
Then he
Yeah,
can
you
build
see
a
it.
kit from nothing. So I'm certain.
Well, but I understand too that a lot of people that are going to buy a 3D printed kit are thinking it's going to snap together like like some of the old styrene kits used to do. Just everything snapped together.
No.
To me that's not modeling. But
Well, yeah, you don't want
that's me.
Legos.
Back in my day, we were lucky if the Phantom of the Opera's mask fit in his hand. When you went to glue it in
Nah.
on the movie Monsters. Well, that's going to look pretty good.
I had an uncle that would give me a model on my birthday all the time. I remember that, and I enjoyed putting them together.
I used to get $1 for my birthday or something, and the models were 98 cents. Tax was 2 cents. Even dollar bill. So I was always tickled to be able to go to the hobby shop and get a model on my birthday.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hobby shop prices too.
Yeah, and Dad would pay the dime that it cost to buy the glue if I needed glue. Which at that time, kids could still buy it. You didn't have to have a parent buy it for you.
Oh yeah. My gosh, I could.
Remember that?
I used to set up in my bedroom and just build kits or build
Oh yeah.
tractor trailers and farm tractors and hot rods and ships and planes. I mean, I'd spend afternoons up there, like Saturday afternoons.
Yeah. Well, that's when my daughter got me back into building models again. Well, it's been several years ago now. I was flying combat airplanes online, right?
Yeah.
Virtual combat aircraft online.
Yeah.
And my daughter bought me a Corsair.
Oh, really?
A 4U Corsair. And I
Yeah.
hadn't built a plastic model in probably 30 years. And I had so much fun putting it together. Within 6 months, I had 40 kits in my closet.
Oh, my God.
And I was building them, putting them together for guys I was flying with and stuff, and putting their name on the side and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And ended up selling most of those because then my wife bought me an RC airplane, and I transitioned into that. But
Yeah.
I've always liked doing models. I did them as a kid,
Oh, yeah.
and
Fun stuff.
I've always liked doing that. I love working with my hands, and I've always done that in work and everything else. So this is just another facet of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I forgot to do something. Let's see, where am I going to want that?
Looking good, Vinny.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could see better, but I'm on my phone, so it's a little tough to see everybody else. But I will re-watch this so I can watch everybody else.
Well, that's as far as I'm going to go tonight. So I want to squirt this with some paint.
Yeah, this is going to need some touch-ups, but it's coming along pretty good.
Yes, I only see a couple small little issues, like that number 1 wall or the back wall.
Yeah.
That just needs to get shortened down by about a 0.5 millimeter.
All right.
If you could figure out a way to stop the warping on this, that would be good too.
Yeah. Well, I do think the packaging's going to help with them being packaged flat like that. I think
That'll
that's
help
going
a
to
lot.
make a difference. Because, you know, this one right here, if you look at mine, now the only difference between mine and yours is mine didn't go USPS anywhere. They were printed at the exact same time, you know, exact same time, exact same kind of filament. And I didn't even have a raft, but I don't have the warping. So clearly it was the way I had it packaged didn't help matters any. And the fact that although Vinny, yours got there in 2 days, but
yeah, I got mine pretty quick.
Still, it was sitting in that bag. It was sitting in that bag, and you know, it just that's not good. I didn't think about the fact that the pieces would not do well like that, but
well, you know, now you know. So
oh yeah,
that's why you let us doing this, right?
And here's the thing: we didn't have a problem with that when it was cold outside.
Yeah.
There just was, you know, there wasn't any problem. So the first heat spell, I found out, you know, had to make a change. So
172 C-130. Wow. I pretty much just built fighter planes.
Oh, Claude's going all the way. Huh? You doing your windows and doors?
Yeah, well, I still need to cut out the back one for the door because it wasn't quite big enough opening for the door, but I'll do that after the fact with a Dremel or something. The windows are pretty easy. Like I say, this E6000 lets you go pretty quick with stuff because it'll hold things up.
Yeah.
It's pretty tacky and then it solidifies fairly quickly. And when I say solidify, it never gets completely hard because I had to pull this one wall completely off and cut the door out.
I got to work on those holes there a little bit, make them a little bit, clean them out a little bit so the sign.
So, John, you went ahead and painted some of your windows already, huh?
Well, I did the trim. I figured I just go ahead and trim it out before putting the glass in, so I didn't get it all over the glass. Because I'm notorious for putting paint on windows. So.
Dang.
Easy to do.
So I figure trim it out first, then put the windows in. And that's, I did it at the same time when I did that sign. So. But it's I've got those trim pieces. I got to put the glass in still, but
There we go.
in the back door. But yeah, it's coming pretty good.
How you doing there, Ron?
I can cheat and go like this. Hey, I'm done.
I'm doing.
All around.
There you go.
Here, I'll hold the sign. There it is.
I'm not used to plastic company. I'm used
Let's
to my
see if I can spin this around here. I'll give you a good look at it. Oh, if I can remember how to do it. Camera, come on, camera. Back camera.
Ron, I think if you do it on the base, it might be easier.
Oh, wait.
Keep it square, a little more square.
Yeah, I'm working on the working with the 1, 2, 3 block.
I see that. I got your big screen right now.
Oh, okay.
And Ron, if that doesn't straighten out, I don't mind sending you another one at all. So let me know if you can't get it straight.
These pieces here is this front window.
Yeah.
Supposed to be that just like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Vinny, switch to mine and you can see it. I've got it on there.
Oh, yeah, look at clogs.
Yeah, dang.
That's pretty much. It needs some tweaking, but
Looks
That
good.
looks
Well,
good,
that's
clog.
for sure, but you did that in an hour. That ain't
Yeah.
bad for an hour.
well, like I say, it still needs some, you need to touch up the inside and stuff so it doesn't have light bleed and all that kind of stuff. And the roof still needs a little bit of work. And I think I've got this diner part of the roof on there backwards because that hole is right there. So that's
Yeah,
supposed to be in front, correct?
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so it's like shining the light. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So then I need to turn this around
Flip
That
it
looks
around. There
really
you
good,
go.
Claude.
There you
that
go.
way.
Yeah.
More like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, I really did get gypped out on this one. I don't even have
We
the holes
did
to
get
my
gypped
sign.
on the roof, Vinny. We both got gypped on the roof.
Yeah. Came out pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Looks
I
good,
like it.
Claude.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all craft paint and E6000 glue. I love this stuff. And $5 a tube.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. So it's really good stuff.
All right, guys, I'm going to call this good for tonight.
All right.
all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and being here and hanging out. Appreciate you, cuz. Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Brian, for the kits.
Oh,
Yes,
you're very
Brian.
welcome. I appreciate y'all for doing this with me. It's great to have a control group like this. 'Cause I got the best guinea pigs in the world.
Hey, man.
All
Put it
right.
on, man.
Camera. There we go. Well, and I'll send you some pictures here, Brian, in a little bit of the interior, so you can see the size there, which walls are long.
I mean, you think about having a group of guys critique and make something like this better. Our crew can definitely do it. So I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, Brian.
Yeah, thank you.
Tiny.
Thank you for doing the kits.
Looks like the bathroom in my cafe.
All right, guys. Well, glad we had a good time tonight, and everything went pretty smooth. I think.
Yeah, I think
Brian,
so.
thank you for the gifts, and thanks you for letting me host the bill.
Oh, very much. Thank you for doing it, man. I really appreciate you.
Yes, sir, Vinny. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, guys, take care, and don't forget my video tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time.
Thanks,
All right.
Ron. Ron, stay in touch with me about that bass, and let me know if I need to get another one out to you. I don't mind at all.
All right.
Ron, if you have any trouble, just give me a call, and we'll talk about it.
All right. Thanks, Vinny.
All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.